Hey guys, welcome back for another Hearthstone video. So in today's video, we're going to be going back to the Whizbang series to finish up the decks that we don't have. I did a quick test, and I think as long as I leave my phone in portrait mode when I'm on Chrome to show the breakdown of the deck, it looks like it will stay in the full aspect ratio. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I like being able to do the breakdown first, so I wanted to find a way. So this is the Spell Hunter. Now I've posted a lot of Spell Hunters recently that are my own personal Spell Hunter. It does have minions. This is Whizbang's version that runs no minions, and so both of them are good. I just prefer the one with minions because I didn't want to have to craft that legendary weapon, and overall I just like it a whole lot. So but this one is really good as well if you have the legendary weapon, and also the other thing you get, there's really only two benefits of having absolutely no minions that I think at least, and that is the To My Side, which allows you to summon 2 minions, and then Rock Dealer, I guess that's how you say that weapon. It fills your hand with hunter spells. Both of them are pretty decent, so either way works. If you have the cards to make this, go for it. So it starts out with Candle Shot. I'm not a huge fan of Candle Shot, and if I was making this on my own, I would probably only run one of them. I mean, it's useful enough. You're immune while attacking, but you can only attack so many times. Like, you can only have one weapon equipped at a time, obviously, and I prefer the Eagle Bow. But this is, and also the other thing with this deck, it doesn't run the card that makes a minion only have 1 health. So if I were creating this deck, I would run one of those and one of these. That way you can at least put a powerful minion down to 1 health and then attack it. Secret Plan is great. It lets you choose the secret, so especially if you don't have some of the more expensive secrets, you get a chance to have them, or depending on the situation, you can pick accordingly, so that's good. Tracking, I would only run one, just because you're going to be throwing out 4 cards, and you never, like, what if you pull Rexar and Zul'jin in one? You're going to have to discard one. So that's why I only run one. Explosive Trap is good when playing aggro's. Freezing Trap is good in almost all situations, except for Battle Cry minions. Wandering Monster is great. Sometimes you get really lucky, sometimes you don't. Animal Companion's great. You get a 3 cost, you spend 3 mana and get like a 4/2 with charge, a 2/4 with your other minions have +1, or a 4/4 with taunt. The Eaglehorn Bow is like almost infinite if they don't break it and you're playing a lot of secrets. Kill Command is great, especially if you have a beast out there. Unleash the Hounds, I don't run in mine, just because you got to think, if you do that whenever they have a whole bunch of minions and it fills your board up with 1/1s, and then when you play Zul'jin, you're going to do that again, it's going to fill it up with 1/1s, and that's going to block your wolves from the Spellstone, or any beast you summon from the Animal Companion and so forth. I definitely would not run 2 of these. Flanking Strike, deal 3 damage to a minion, summon a 3/3 wolf. It's not bad because it gives you control, but I don't run it personally. Baited Arrow, I used to run this, but I quit. You only get to deal 3 damage, and it has to be an overkill to get that 5/5, so it's very situational. I would rather run something like Explosive Shot. This is one of the most important things, obviously. Summon, it becomes 4, summon 4 3/3s once you've played 2 secrets. Deathstalker Rexar is top 2 most important in this deck. Super so much value from that. And To My Side, obviously we've already talked about that. Summons 2 minions if you have none. Crushing Walls, I don't have it just because, not because I don't like it. It's absolutely amazing, but it's just expensive. Not mana, I mean, it's expensive mana wise, but it's obviously an epic, so it's expensive to create. We've already talked about this one. This is it's random, but still you want to do 2 things here. You want to make sure that you're going to have enough mana. Don't play this on turn 7. I've seen people play this on turn 7 so many times, and then their hands full, and then they get burned next time, and if you burn Rexar or Zul'jin, very bad move. So wait till you can play one of those spells, even turn 8, because sometimes you'll get a 1-call spell. And then Zul'jin, obviously, I believe the most important card in the deck. Recast all the spells. Now, this doesn't have any cards that are from other classes, obviously, because other class cards, or neutral class cards, are always minions. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I've only got one match because it's a long one. We'll jump into it. Alright, so we're going up against a priest, and he puts up one hell of a fight, which is why this was a 23-minute match. Obviously, I got it going twice as fast, so it won't take that long. Looking back on this was back before I played any version of my own Spell Hunter. Crushing Walls I wouldn't keep early on because it's 7 cost, obviously. I just didn't know what cards to mulligan for. He's running Quest Priest, which is what allows him to survive for so long. He's also got Shadow Anduin or whatever his name is, that allows his hero power becomes deal 2 damage, and refresh this when you play a card. Sorry about that. I got a phone call there. So, yeah, back into it here. I was just putting pressure on him, hoping I might be able to take him out before he was able to summon the Warden of Hope. He was thinking about holding Warden, but he had no choice. He was already down to 12 health. I did that so he wouldn't be able to somehow get the Warden back in his hand or copy it or whatever, you know. Priest does have a card that allows you to copy any minion and put it back into your hand, so he'd be able to go back up to 40 health again. Probably could have saved that last weapon durability. I didn't have another weapon in my hand. Well, technically, actually, I did have another weapon in my hand, that is. I personally don't care for Snake Trap and don't get why it's an epic. Oh yeah, and he was running this weird, this is the only time I've ever seen it. He was running an infinite, like he got to play that over and over and over again. You'll see. his hand was full, so he took burn on the legendary he would have got. Luckily, he started taking fatigue. Alright, so there you guys have it. That gave me a 2-game winning streak. This was a long time ago, but still. And that's the end of it. So that's all we're going to watch because that match was so long. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, and I'll see you back next time.